Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. Uh, Good. My name is Lakitazi. I am your host for Natural Sciences, Grade 5. And yeah, follow me on Twitter. It's Lakitazi. Um, Also, it's very cold, and I hope you guys are keeping yourselves warm with tea and whatsoever. Yeah, good. Let's start our lesson. Okay, just to do a quick recap. Yesterday we learned about movement and stored energy. Okay, we also learned about how energy can be stored in a stretched or twisted elastic band. Okay, can I mute everyone? Okay, good. Yeah. And so we learned about how energy can be stored in an elastic band or twisted elastic band. And also, I showed you a picture of a slicky spring, and I also showed you pictures of a pogo stick, and I showed you lastly a picture of a bow and arrow that was stretched and released. Okay, as I said yesterday, that whenever you pull a bow and arrow, you store energy. Whenever you you stretch an elastic band, you store energy in that elastic band. As you can see in your screen here, two hands are pulling or are stretching an elastic band, meaning that they are storing energy in this elastic band. As soon as you release the elastic band, therefore the elastic band will do what we call movement energy. It will release energy. Okay, then you'll see some sort of movement energy. Okay, good. Okay, at the end of the lesson, the objectives, you are going to learn about wheels and Excel systems. You are going to learn about what is the purpose of using wheels and Excels, and also how can you make your own wheels and Excels. You are going to learn about this. These will be our objectives for today. Okay, this is a picture of an undercage. Okay, underneath a car, of which mechanics will call it undercage. As you can see, this is underneath a car. As you can see, there are different parts and whatsoever. But I'm not a mechanic, and I am not well with. I'm not. I do not know some parts of cars. Okay. Okay. Then, have you ever looked underneath a car? Okay. Can you type in a chat box? Have you ever looked underneath a car? Okay. It, in most cases, some cars are very complicated, and there are so many small pieces and parts. Okay, and with their own specific job. Okay, good. Can you tell me the different parts of cars? Can you type in the chat box? Can you tell me different parts of cars? Can you type in the chat box? Okay, I'm waiting for your responses. Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Faith, Yandy, Ethan, Okoti. Oh, I'm getting so many responses. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for your responses. Yes, Neo says accelerator. Muratira says engine and wheels. Faith says the pipes. Okay. Rashile, steering wheel. Okay, definitely. So thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to focus on two of the main parts in the vehicle, okay, which allow the vehicle to move. So for today, we're going to focus on the wheels. As you know that the wheels are black, and we're also going to focus on the axles. Axles, these axles, this is a silver part, okay, or the silver thing, which is called an axle. Therefore, an axle and a wheel, they work together. They work hand in hand. We're going to learn about the wheel and an axle. Okay. Okay. Then these bicycle wheels and these silver parts are called an axle. Okay. Good. Okay. Thank you so much, Yanji. Okay. Okay, all vehicles have wheels. All vehicles have some of the vehicles or cars or trucks. They have four wheels. Some vehicles have two wheels, which will be your motorbike. Some vehicles have three wheels. Some vehicles, such as trucks, some trucks have 45 wheels alone. Okay, then, but our main part for today, we're focusing on the wheels and axles. Axles, this is a silver part which is called an axle. An axle gives support to the wheel. An axle gives support to the wheel. Good. Okay, as you can see, this car has four wheels. Then this car as well, it has three wheels. Okay, right. Okay, trucks and buses have many wheels, while some trailers or bicycles only have two wheels. A trailer, in most cases, many trailers have two wheels. Okay, some trailers maybe they do have four, but generally um, many trailers have two wheels. Okay, your mobile toilets have two wheels in most cases. Okay, if you can count these wheels, you will notice that these wheels are 90. This truck has 94 wheels, this truck alone. Okay, as I go to our chat box, let me check. Yes, Intando, it has so many wheels. This truck has 92 or 94 wheels. Okay, okay, good. Um, Let me go through our chat box. Okay, um, good. Then these wheels belong to a what's this? A trailer. Good. Okay, let's look at a short activity. And so please type in your chat box, why do you think wheels are round? That's our first question. Our first question, why do you think wheels are round? And why will a square or triangular wheel not work? Okay, why are wheels round and why will a triangular or a square wheel not work? So can you type in your chat box? Imagine your parents buying you such bicycle. The body of this bicycle or the frame of this bicycle is beautiful, but what about the wheels? Will you be able to cycle with such wheels? And so can you type in your chat box and tell me your thoughts? Okay, Letsuko says, um, okay, to go smooth. Okay, narrow. Corners will bump, okay. Dando, so that it's easy for the wheels to move smoothly. Okay, when it has round wheels. Okay, buhle. Wheels are round because it makes you move smoothly. Thank you so much, Yandi. Okay, because so it can move smoothly. Thank you so much, Mukoti. It won't go smoothly, definitely. Um, Monique says it's very bumpy. Yes. Um, okay, Favor says it's smooth. Okay. Neo, okay. Cycles do not have corners to. Okay. Sure, I'm getting so many responses from you guys. Okay, thank you so much. Okay. Therefore, a bicycle like this, it will never ever work. And so these corners, okay, they are going to make it difficult for someone to cycle. Okay. Therefore, round or circle wheels are always the best for a car, okay, or a bicycle. Okay. How did axles how did wheels and axles develop? Okay. Wheels and axles developed long time ago. Okay. Um Let me move this. Okay. In the past, before the wheels were invented, it was very difficult to move things around. You would imagine Egyptians trying to build a pyramid with big bricks. So they had different methods to shift those bricks from a particular destination to an end destination. They used different methods to move big stones, but it was so tiring and time consuming. Let's look at okay this picture. Okay, and so imagine these Egyptians or people back then in the ancient times, they would move big rocks like this. Okay, and some people um they would even put logs, okay, or round wood, okay, to ship big stones. Okay. As a result, people started to experience with ways of making it easier to transport goods and heavy objects. Then people started to experiment. Then they came up with such ideas of cutting rocks into round objects, or cutting wood into round objects. Okay. Therefore, this would allow them to do what? To move all of the heavy goods from one place to another place. Good. As I said earlier on, that Egyptians were responsible for building their own pyramids, and they would move heavy stones in order for them to build pyramids. And so these Egyptians, back then in the days, they would use these logs here. As you can see, this is a big stone, and here there are logs. And so they would move these big rocks using logs. Okay. And so the Egyptian used this method to move the massive blocks of stones to build their pyramids, but there were still many problems with using logs. And so here's a following question. Okay, let's before you go to your question, this is a picture of a pyramid, and this is how big stones or big rocks were moved in order for the Egyptians to build big pyramids like this one. Okay, let's look at the following question then. Can you think of any problems of using logs to try move heavy objects? Can you think of any problems of using logs to try move very heavy objects? Okay, as I go through our chat box, please type in your chat box. Mm. Okay, I'm waiting for your answers. Okay, but then the question is, what will be the problem of using logs when you try to move heavy objects? You'll be moving the rocks, but not the logs. Oh, okay. Okay, what was the problem of using such method? Okay, Rashile, logs will roll away. Yes, which is one of the objects might fall in between the logs. Okay, definitely. The Siho, you will be moving the bricks because the logs roll and stay behind. Okay. Naledi, okay, Liseli says the logs will stay or roll away. Okay, Amanda, it could break the logs or it was a problem to use the logs. Okay. Um, logs will fall away. So many of you are giving me similar answers. Yes. Okay. The logs would break. Okay. Faith says the logs would not be stable. Yes. Yandi, it might be too heavy. Yes, definitely, Yandi. No, no, the logs will break. Okay. Uh, okay. Thank you so much, guys, for your responses. Okay. People started to cut the logs into into different shapes in order for them to experiment with these logs, and each piece was like a wood disc. Okay, the wooden disc would not stand up by itself, so people attached a wooden pole between two of these wooden discs. Therefore, this will be, let's look at this picture. This will be our wooden disc. Then this will be our wooden pole, which acts as an axle. Okay, an axle, as I said earlier on, an axle supports the wheel. Okay, okay, good. Okay, the wooden pole was the first axle, and we still use axles until this day. Okay, that is how the first wheel and axles was developed. Okay, people could then balance goods on axles and use this simple machine to pull or push objects along. All right. However, this wooden disc wheel was still very heavy. Therefore, um, engineers came up with different ways to experiment and to come up with light wheels. Let's look at this picture. This is how they started to make wheels to become lighter and lighter. Then recently, people are using this wheel, okay, made out of rubber. Okay, okay. How do wheels and axles help us? Okay, humans have built many machines to help them make their tasks easier. Okay, a wheel and axle is a simple machine. It makes it easier to move a load or to transport things and people. It is much easier to move a heavy bag on a wheelbarrow rather than carry it by hand. Okay. Okay. A wheel and axle is made up of a wheel, large cylinder, joined onto an axle, which is a small cylinder. Okay, this is a picture of a wheelbarrow. Okay, a wheelbarrow has a wheel and it is balanced by an axle. Okay, okay. Look around. Okay, now it's your turn. Look around. What's around you that is considered to be an axle? What's around you that is considered to be an axle? So can you type in your chat box? So can you type in your chat box? And so let's wait for responses. Okay, most of you, you've got a car, you've got trucks. Okay, Mukhoto says she or he can see a bicycle. Okay, I'm waiting for more responses. Okay. Okay. More responses. Okay. Ethan says, I can see my brother's bicycles, my mom's car. Good one, Ethan. Okay, Fade, scooter. Okay, thank you so much. So, okay, let's move in. Let's move on. And so, the takeaway message for today's lesson is that the earliest record of a wheelbarrow came from China, okay, in the Three Kingdoms period. Okay, then this was an earliest wheelbarrow. As you can see, the wheel of an earliest wheelbarrow, it was covered with leather. Before rubber was discovered, it was covered with strong leather. Okay, the first inflatable tire was made of leather. Today, today most of our wheels are made of rubber. Ethan, your mom's car, the wheels are made out of what? Of rubber. And most of you who are riding your bicycles are made out of what? Of rubber, because it's easy to inflate a rubber. Okay. And please follow this link for your own information and to increase your knowledge based on this topic. And the following invitation for tomorrow, it will be ways to make wheels and axles. We're going to look at ways of making wheels and axles. And for now, good. Please follow us on social media at African Teen Geeks, hashtag lockdown is schools, at DBE underscore Sasso Foundation, hashtag Sasso Foundation, at Sasso SA, hashtag STEM champions, hashtag lockdown is schools. And let me go through our chat box before I can Okay, so many of you are already saying goodbye. Okay, so from my side, it's goodbye. Have a wonderful and a blessed day. I'll see you again, guys, tomorrow, and tomorrow is Friday. And so, goodbye.